Alright, hey guys, this is my video for my lo-fi delay. I didn't really base it off of anything. I started out with kind of a thought I had, passing it through a bunch of filters. Ended up taking all the filters off, and this is what I came up with. I think it sounds pretty good. So you've got a input. See if I can focus that a little bit better for you. So input goes into a delay line. It also goes to the output, which is in stereo. Input's in left mono. You can change that if you have more than, if you've got a stereo input. I just play guitar. I'm just playing out of 1 amp right now, so I've just got it hooked up. It doesn't have like ping pong or anything, so it's going to sound the same coming out. So the input goes into a delay with mod, and then also into a compressor, and then also into a chorus. And then that is it for that. So what we've got, so we've got the delay line that is kind of the backbone of everything here. Then on that output, that's going several different places. So the output has a vibrato on there, right there, and that is being controlled by an LFO down here, so you can change that up as much as you want. So I'll turn it on let's see if you guys can see. So this is the rate that the LFO has for its output, and so the LFO swing amount is being controlled by another LFO up here, so you can tinker around with that. And then the phase is at 11, and then the phase reset is at 0.07. And so when I'm working with the LFOs, I try to use the visual, this eyeball. Jake's had that in one of his videos, and I found that really helpful for getting the sound I want. You'll notice it's not a just a random LFO, and it's not the normal sine, so you can really sculpt it. He's got a great video on that, but I'm kind of digressing. So we've got the delay going out into a vibrato, which is going out here, and then it's also going, the delay out is going into a compressor, and then the compressor then goes into a VCA, which loops it back into the delay. Now most things are tied to this VCA, so it's got a self oscillation big component with that. And so then we've got the chorus, and the chorus goes to the outputs, and that's also going back into the VCA, with the VCA going back into the delay line, so causing some self-oscillation there. And then this is the LFO. Then I'll switch over to the next page. So here are my two pitch shifters. I have one that's 1 octave down and one that's 1 octave above, and so I thought that sounded good. Mess with those, see what kind of sound you get. That's a good place to do it, and those both hook back up into the VCA that goes back into the delay. I don't have them going back in or back out into the output. I thought it was a little too much. I wanted them more subtle, so I put them just going back into this VCA here. Then the other thing that we have here is the tremolo, and so the tremolo is only being fed by the end of the delay line, and then its output is not being fed back into the VCA like everything else. It's going out. And so this tremolo here is being controlled. The rate is being controlled by an LFO here. And so I'll switch over to that view so you can see the waveform. So it's almost a sine, it's almost a triangle, but you can control around with it. That was the sound that I got that I wanted. And then the other one here, I'll pop up, is a square wave, but I've changed it up so it's not just on, off, on, and off. It's got longer, it's broken up a little more randomly there. And so you can go in and adjust that. And if you want more information, Jake's has a good video on LFO setup. So that's the pedal. Oh, and then it is the delay time is tap tempo, so you can set that with the left stomp switch. I'll give you a little audio setting, or a little audio sample so you can hear it, and then let me know what you think. So you can hear that self-oscillation and just how it gradually fades out. I'm really happy with the end result. I hope you guys like it. Let me know.